What's going on, everybody? We are back from the dead. I am the BrettMan. This is Destiny, and we are here for the episode of May. And Destiny, I promise you, I do not have the clip of in sync of it's going to be May.
You better not, or else I
Yeah,
will leave.
because I did that last year and it did not go too well. So yeah, it's a Sunday technically Sunday afternoon now. We understand it's going to be a little slow, but this is a little bit of a slow episode. There's only a few movies that we have seen. But I can promise you all that June is going to be an epic episode. And I'll tell you all a little bit more about that after the end of this episode. So Desi, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I woke up early. I got some coffee. I cleaned up a little bit. Yeah, it's been a pretty productive day, and I finished a movie this morning, so I've done a
There
lot
you go.
so far.
What you watched this morning, or is it the movie that we'll be talking about today?
I had to finish one of them this morning because I was falling asleep last night.
Oh yeah, so there you go. So I'm glad you got a productive morning. I am exhausted as all get out. Had a lot of Halloween skits to shoot last night. We got a good chunk done. We got five movies and some short trailers completed. So I'm exhausted. I died a couple of times last night, so danced for 5 straight minutes. So it's exhausted.
That sounds fun.
Yeah,
I didn't do
so
shit yesterday.
I know, like if we could have easily switched places, like because we were looking for a special effects artist yesterday, but
I know. I would have helped
I know,
with
and
that bald cap.
yeah, even Chris say like we would pay Destiny to fly up here, but yeah, exactly. So, but no, eventually we plan like it would be awesome if we could plan something like to come down and then we hang out or something.
Yeah, that would be cool. Um, my uh like the women in my family, they always do like girl trips every year. I'm always invited, but I never go. But like last year, they did go to like Tennessee and Gatlinburg, and I was like,
I'm an hour and 15 minutes away.
I know,
Like,
and I was just
oh
like,
my god, why?
oops.
Well, hey,
Whoops.
the next time you do come up, and then I'll show you Gatlinburg. It's awesome. Like,
Yeah, because so like I've been through Tennessee twice, technically four times, going back
mm-hmm.
and forth. And we would stop and not like go that many places, but we would usually stop for the like at least a couple of hours. And so we would go to Ohio, so Texas to Arkansas and to Kentucky and to Tennessee, and then I think somewhere, was there one more? Maybe it was Ohio after that.
Oh
Anyways, whatever
yeah,
order
that.
they go in, but just
Oh,
straight line through
Ohio.
all of them. Tennessee was always my favorite out of
Mm-hmm.
everywhere, out of Arkansas, Kentucky, even fucking Ohio. God, I did not like going there.
No,
But
like but Tennessee is such a beautiful state, though. I know Texas does have a lot of mountains, and just to experience the Smoky Mountains in Tennessee is such a sight. Like, but for me, it's like, yeah, I seen that, so I'm okay with it. But with you, yeah, I know you would appreciate it.
definitely, I remember there was this one part we're going down, and it was just like a steep road, but there was nothing but like trees around, and they were
Mm-hmm.
like higher up too, and I was just like, wow, this is like really pretty. I would take a lot of pictures. There was that one thing, it's like kind of like a triangular thing. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Uh, I think I do.
It must be in some part of Tennessee because I would always take pictures of that. Every time we
Hmm.
would go, I'd be like, oh, there's that thing again, and I would take a picture of it.
Is that the west side of Tennessee? Because I don't know much about the west
I
side.
don't know, I was a child. All
Oh,
I knew
okay.
was I was in Tennessee.
There you go. So hopefully one day we will get you up to Tennessee. But oh, we got some people in the chat. What's going on, chat? We got Gory Tiger. What's up?
Hi.
We got a cup of Joe. Hey y'all, what's going on, my friend?
Hey, how are you?
And then of course there's Brother Fluff saying hi, gorgeous, and hi, Destiny.
Hi, Fluff.
God,
Gonna make him blush over there.
Yeah. Oh god, God. Last night it was the ultimate blush thing. Like y'all see when we do the Howl Scream series, but we're not here to talk about Howl Scream. We're here to talk about Back from the Dead. Where again, this is going to be May. If you're new here, pretty much what this show is going to consist of is we're celebrating horror movie anniversaries, and we're doing the in the integrals of five. So 5 year, 10 year, 15, and etc. And this whole year is going to be ending with 2 and 7, kind of like so, like 1992, 1997. And a thing we decided to add it on as well is we're just also going to celebrate 1 year anniversaries as well. So we'll talk about some movies that came out in May of 2021 as well. And
Yeah,
then, yeah, and then Flame for Fluff says we used to go to Gatlinburg and the Chimney Top Mountains in Tennessee. Yeah, yeah. Oh, Brother Fluff, yeah, that's so awesome. Gatlinburg again. Gatlinburg is awesome. And the Chimney Top Mountains is really fun too. So pretty much anything in East Tennessee, you're going to have a good time with. It's the best part of Tennessee.
I want to go to Nashville too.
It is free. It's like the east side of It's like the east side of the states of Las Vegas. That's what they're trying to make it. So it's like they're trying to make it a party town.
Nice. That's
So
how like
hey,
Austin is here. Austin, there's a street called 6th Street. It's
ooh.
nothing but bars and like clubs. So
Oh,
it's just
In Houston.
alcohol. Austin.
Austin. Oh, okay. I was like, Chris Galloway, I am calling you right now. No, I was just
It's in
kidding.
Austin. It's just nothing but bars.
Yeah, because
It's pretty.
he's going to Austin here in a couple of months, so I'll tell him about that street.
He should check out that museum I was talking about.
Yeah, like just like send that over to me. I'll
Yeah.
relay the message to him. But so let's see here. Okay, so you ready to get started?
Yes.
All right, let's freaking do this. First off, did you find anything in the 70s or below?
I have one from 72 and I have three from 77.
Oh, damn, you did. So you're doing a lot better than I am. All right. So what are those?
Okay, so from 1972 on the 3rd, A Bay of Blood, which
Oh,
that movie. It's fun. It's also really fucking confusing because the like story is constantly shifting between characters, and you have to really keep up with it. And it's a Giallo Italian horror movie, so you
hmm.
really have to pay attention, or else you will fucking not understand. At least that's how it was for me. I was like, who? Okay. But it's a great movie. It's really similar to Friday 13th Part 2 in particular. Not
Oh, because
killer
of the
wise, because the death wise, there's a
yeah.
few deaths. It's very much like a Friday 13th movie. So it's really good. I really like it. It's just confusing.
Yeah, and I had that on my watch list for the longest time, and that's something I do need to like tip my toes into. Is the Italian horror genre. I
Yeah.
need to step into it. So I know you got some good selections for me to start
I got
watching.
like a couple, but that's it. I also
But hey, no,
have
I
friends.
need a couple. That's plenty enough for like, hey, I stepped in Italian horror, and then after that, I kind of almost experienced every type of horror there is because I've done Australian horror, I've done Spanish horror with Revenge. So yeah,
Yeah.
I
There's
just need to
this
do Italian.
Danish. There's Danish horror.
Oh yeah, I need to do that too.
And
See,
then like
there you go.
Finnish horror. There's like a bunch of like just because like I think of like Spanish, Japanese, Korean,
Hmm. Well, Japanese I
French.
got down because that'll be ragu and not ragu. No, what's
Ringu.
that one? What's the one with the Evers, the Grudge, or the Ring?
So Ringu is ring, and then
Yes,
Grudge. I forget what it's called.
Like Jujon,
Juon.
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 Yes,
Yeah.
I need to
Juon.
watch those and the American versions of those movies.
You haven't seen The Ring, the American
Nope,
one?
nope.
That is a good movie to watch on a rainy day. If
Because
you're
I
gonna watch
know.
it, wait for it to be rainy and like gloomy. It'll really set the mood.
Oh, okay. And plus, I know that the dad from Strangers Pray at Night's in it, and he doesn't have a good track
It
record in
is
movies.
no, and obviously, yeah, he. It's a great scene though. His scene is great. He has a kind of a weird haircut, but I really like him in the movie a lot. And the movie is just like, today it's raining. It's been raining like all morning.
Mm-hmm.
Today would be like the perfect day for me to watch The Ring. It's
Nice.
good. It's PG-13. It's quite effective. I used to be terrified of Samara, and The Ring used to really scare me. Rewatching it, I don't think it's like as scary, but
Mm-hmm.
it's still pretty
I
effective.
And I'm sure you've gotten plenty of suggestions cosplay wise to do Samara.
Yeah, you can do like all kinds of
And
things.
I'm telling you,
And then,
you can nail it. I can go right ahead and tell you right now, you can nail it.
and I dyed my hair black yesterday, so
Yeah, that's why I noticed that it looks really good.
thank you. Had to cover up my roots. I covered up the red. The red is gone.
Mm-hmm. Aw.
Um, and now my hair is like fully black, which I've never really gone fully black, so it's kind of exciting. It's always dark brown. But
Right, but again, it really looks really good like that. So you
thank
should
you.
like keep it. Like I know it's a lot of work and sometimes a pain in the ass, but
It can
so
be, but you know what? It's worth it. I got a stain right here on my head though.
oh gosh,
You see it from
hey,
my hair dye?
oh yeah, I do see. Hey, I still see a little red from the devil makeup in October.
It's still there. It's never coming out.
But what's
God.
not going to come out, unfortunately, is Chad right here. What's going on,
Aw. A
Chad?
spoon and a heart.
Event. I know, like sometimes he has a little heart. It's even though it's supposed to be a black heart, not red. Not just messing. Mud Nelson. I think you're new here. What's going on, my friend? When welcome.
Hello.
And then
Hello.
we got Adrian James. Hello there, Brett and Destiny. What's going on, my friend?
Hi. Good morning.
And then Cup of Joe says, whenever I think of the ring, I think of Scary Movie 3. Sydney, this bitch is getting my carpet wet.
My
I
floor.
Yeah, getting this carpet. This bitch is getting water on my floor.
Yeah. That's like, I feel like that might be kind of hard for you. I feel like it's easier if you've seen the original movie first and
Mm-hmm.
then you watch Scary Movie. But if you do it like the reverse, it's like, damn.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, that's gonna be you.
Oh,
That's how it was for me, really, for The Exorcist, honestly.
right. Oh, especially with Scary Movie 2. It's that, yeah,
Yeah, a
sometimes you
lot
gotta
of
give
those
them candy.
scenes.
Wait, what?
What?
Oh, Bud
Your
Nelson,
brother?
dyed in black just in time for World Golf Day. So there you
Yeah,
go.
and I didn't even do that on purpose. I woke up this morning and I saw it was golf day. I was like, shit,
Oh, well,
look
hey,
at me go.
there's your quick cosplay idea for later.
I could.
So,
Goth.
was that your only one for 72?
Yeah, and then for 77, so I have not seen any of these, and one of them I've never even heard of, but like the title of it, I was like, what the hell? But the other two I've heard of. So on the 6th in 77, we have Last House on Dead End Street. And I
Hmm.
was like, what? Because Last House on the Left, that would have been what?
70. For some reason, I want to say 73, but I don't even think that's here. Let
73?
me look that up real quick.
Definitely
I'm
73.
thinking 73, but let me look. Here,
Because
if
when
my
was I
phone
Spit
will
on Your Grave?
corroborate.
Was that 72?
Which one?
I Spit on Your Grave.
Yeah, see that one. I'm not familiar with that movie just because for some reason, like even before, like I've never seen it, but I can already tell you that movie will make me extremely uncomfortable.
That
But
movie,
again, that's the goal of the movie. But
that movie is hard. I've seen like the worst parts of it.
Last House is 72.
Okay, Last House is 72. So this movie is 77 and it's Last House on Dead End Street. And I was like, what the fuck is this? Because also, so the Last House on the Left, like tagline for it, it's like if it gets too hard or something, just like keep telling yourself it's only a movie. It's only a movie. And that's like
Mm-hmm.
the thing that repeats. And then on this poster, it said it's only a movie. And I was like, does this have anything to do with Last House on the Left? And
Or a ripoff.
exactly. I was like, what is this? And I looked up, it's like this guy gets out of prison and then he starts releasing snuff films. But it definitely just sounds like they're like cashing in on that. But I was just like, what the hell is this? So that really caught my eye. I'm not gonna watch
And
it.
oh, and thank you, Gory. 72, and I checked too. Is I think August. So when we do the August episode, we'll talk about the Last House on the Left.
Hey. All right, and then on
You're
the
so excited.
on the 13th, both of them, I have Eaten Alive, which it should still be on Shudder. It just was, so hopefully it is. But that's another movie that's directed by Toby Hooper, and so I want to check it out. I've
Is
heard
that the orange like Chester cat kind of picture, or is
no,
that
that's
another movie I'm
House.
thinking of?
That's House. That's House
Okay,
or like Haisu or something like that. That
okay.
movie's fucking crazy.
It
That
looks crazy from
movie
the poster
is
alone.
absolutely insane. It was really interesting though. But I want to watch Eat Alive. I think it's like maybe like a crocodile movie or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And then the next movie is The Car, which I have not seen, but I've heard about and I've been wanting to watch it. So I don't know really what it's about. Maybe a killer car.
Yeah, so maybe a car, or hey, it can't get any worse than Titan.
Yeah.
Wait, again, Titan's not a bad movie. Again, congratulations on winning Fangoria
Yeah. That was
Chainsaw Award.
exciting.
I instantly like smiled immediately, going, "Oh, that's us at Destiny smiled on this one just because you told me about it. And that's why we did the watch party for it."
Yeah, that movie is like I don't ever want to watch it again.
Mm-mm.
Just because like the kind of horror it is stuff I really don't like. Like that stuff makes me like feel physically sick.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but it was still a really well done movie. Still well acted. The
Mm-hmm.
shots were cool. It was uncomfortable. It was gross at times, but like the dynamic between two of the characters I thought was really interesting, and I really liked that. So like it's a good movie. It's just I don't need to see it again.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And then Mud Nelson just said Titan was something else, and so was A24's Men. But again, not going to talk about that because I'm still trying to digest that movie.
Yeah, I saw Haunted Hippie. She saw it and she gave it 1 star.
Oh damn, really?
Yeah, I
You
was
know
like,
what? I'll be honest with you. I don't blame her for giving or giving that or anybody giving that score. I
well,
gave it a 3 out of 5, but
she said if you're like because it's supposed to be like I'm assuming a feminist movie because it to me from the trailer just looks like it kind of which this could be completely wrong because I have not seen it. I don't fucking know. This is just based off the trailer. There's a movie I watched called Lucky. Uh,
mhm,
Bria Grant. She like wrote it, I believe, and starred in it, and it really just feels like what women experience day to day. And
mhm.
she's like being killed or she's being attacked every night. Like it happens every single night. And she's trying to figure it out, like what's going on. And then you like, it just seems like what a woman goes through every day because like other stuff she's dealing with. And
Mhm.
like that, the trailer alone kind of reminds me of that. Like maybe what, like a metaphor for like what will women go through from different types of men. I don't fucking know. But
Well,
then it's
it
also,
has some stuff like that, but like it's like it takes you like at the beginning, kind of like one side of the horror genre, and then in the second half, it takes you to a whole nother side you never expect for it to take. But I'm not going to tell you what it is.
but it's also directed by a guy.
Yeah,
And
Alex
so
Garland, and he's a very popular director in the horror genre.
but her thing was like if you're going to make a feminist movie like why not let it be a woman directing it and telling the story, you know? That
Yeah,
seems
but
a little
I, w-
interesting.
I yeah, I would say because I think that a little just a little defense. Like again, like I agree that if it's going to be a girl movie, like let a girl director do it. Just to me, I think that makes sense. I never got why a guy has to direct something like that. But I feel like this movie, to me, it has a good amount of it. But I think it was trying to go for something. I'll be honest with you, that movie just freaked me out. I don't even know what the hell it was going for at one point because it told a strong story in the first half, and in the second half, it just gets way A24.
Interesting. I'll
Yeah,
give it a
but for
watch.
you,
Check
I told
it
you
out.
I would wait till streaming
Yeah, I'm
if I
not
were you. So
even by the trailer alone, I was like, okay, this looks like I don't know because
yeah,
it was
it's
just like a
shot beautifully. No,
that
it's shot beautifully too. So
it the I really like the shot of the tunnel part from the
hmm
trailer. Like that looks
oh, it was
awesome.
good.
So I'll wait till it comes out in streaming. I'm not in a rush to go see it just because I don't. I really don't go to the theater that often because like whenever I do go, like I really want it to be a movie like I really want to see because it's not just me going, it's me and my boyfriend, and
Bob's Burgers.
that's a movie I want to go see. Me and Maddie were talking about it. I really hope we can go this weekend. Hopefully,
I really hope so too, because like I know how much you were looking forward to it. Like I saw that poster at our theater. I'm like, oh, gotta send this to her real quick before
I
I
am
walk in.
unbelievably excited for the Bob's Burgers movie.
Oh, did you see that Snap story? I know we're getting a little off topic, guys, but it's going to be a short episode, so trust me, we're going to entertain you today. But did you see that Snap story I shared with you? The guy getting early access to it, and they actually gave him a menu of like 5 different Bob's burgers, like that will represent the movie that he could have ordered.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah, I was like, God, only
And
like that would be your ultimate theater
why
experience.
isn't this me? You know, you
Yeah,
see
I
people live
know.
the dream all the time. But I know what I'm wearing. I'm wearing my Bob's Burgers t-shirt. I'm gonna be up in there with it on. I
Oh
cannot.
yeah, that's right. That damn I forgot about that t-shirt. Hell yeah.
Yeah, one of the freaking softest t-shirts I have is my Bob's Burgers one that Brett got me. So I'm gonna wear that. I cannot wait. I hope. I really hope there's no kids
Oh my. Oh,
because I haven't
why would
seen.
there be kids in that anyway?
I mean,
So.
it's not the most inappropriate show. I watched Family Guy whenever I was like 5 years old.
Oh.
Would my mom taken me to see a Family Guy movie? Probably not. But like Bob's Burgers, I feel like it's much more
Toned down.
lighthearted. Yeah, like there's obviously dirty stuff in it, but it's not nearly as bad as like American Dad or especially South Park. So
Yeah.
it's
Oh my
like nothing
god.
on that level at all. So I think if any of the movies like kids were gonna go see, it would be Bob's Burgers or like even the Simpsons movie. Like my cousins and I, we watch that all the time. So, but the Simpsons isn't South Park.
Oh no,
So
not. I love how South Park starts out like a kid-friendly movie, and then they get to the ticket tailor's like 4 tickets, please, and the ticket tailor's like, no, rated R, and then that's when it gets all crazy, and I love
yeah.
it. But
So I just hope there's really not a lot of kids, but
oh
we'll see.
yeah,
But I can't wait. I can't wait. It's gonna be awesome. Someone posted, I don't know if you saw, but someone on my Facebook post, they said, I hope it's not a musical, or I hope there's not a lot of singing in this. And I said, it's labeled a comedy/musical.
oh yeah, because like at the like even in the trailer they
In
showed
the
a spot
trailer,
where
they're singing.
Bob is like dancing and all that.
Yeah,
So
and like Linda's singing, and like I was like, there's gonna be singing. Look at this show. It didn't start off with a lot of singing, but once it started, like it's in like every other episode, or even like every episode, there's some sort of singing. So,
and Linda's a good singer too, so let the girl
so,
sing.
so great. I love when Linda sings.
So we got more people in the chat real quick. Let me get to them real quick. What's up, Mega Movie Z's? Michael, what's going on?
And my,
Wolfman. Castellar Garcia, what's going on? The Sadness is still one of the goriest films of 2022, and I've been hearing that. I might watch it today. I haven't really determined that yet. I need to watch a little couple more A24 horror movies for a stream I'm doing Thursday, but it is on my watch list.
it's gory, yeah. The more I think about it, the more I don't like it. I gave
Oh,
it a
really?
3.5 out of 5. Thought about it, then I gave it a 3, and the more I think about it, I really want to go back and change it to 2.5.
Hey, go ahead. I would say go ahead and do it, just because like a lot of people are still talking about it. I hate when people do that sometimes.
Yeah, it's just I saw people saying that it's like the best movie of the year, and if you think that, that's fine, that's cool. But I was
Mhm.
just like, oh, this is about to be. Well, here's my thing. I was like, oh wow, this movie, it sounds so awesome. I can't wait to watch it. And then you find out that there's rape in it, and I was like, all right,
Uh-oh.
my excitement diminished a little bit. Well, not a little bit, a lot of it. And I was like, okay, all right, because I'm thinking this is just like a regular zombie movie from what I heard about it before. And so I was like, okay, fucking weird to put in your zombie movie, I guess, but whatever. And then I watched it, and it is gory. Don't get me wrong. I was expecting more gore. I don't know if it's just because I'm like desensitized to the amount of gore in movies, but I was, even though there's a lot, there at one point a floor is completely covered in blood. But I was just like, y'all were saying how fucking crazy it was. So I was like, oh, okay. It was like when people were talking about Halloween Kills being the
Yeah, that's
craziest,
what
and
it's
I
kind.
watched
That's
it,
the
and I
vibe
was
I'm
like,
getting.
and even though this movie is probably like 10 times gorier than Halloween Kills, it's still not whatever I was expecting. I don't know what I was expecting. But like I just felt like nothing really happened in the movie. I felt like when you have a movie like Train to Busan to where like like they have like an end goal, you know? This one there's kind of like an end goal, but nothing happens with it. So I was just like, okay,
Right.
whatever. And then the movie just ended. It just ended.
Oh,
And
a
I was
blunt
like,
ending.
the ending was so I did not like it because it just felt like really nothing in a way, and I was like, okay. So I don't know if I was just like already annoyed by everything else. But I was just like, okay. The gore was great. The lead actress was great. The villain, you hate him. You hate him a lot. You can't wait to watch this motherfucker go. But then, like, besides that, I don't know. Everything else was like, okay.
Okay,
So,
but yeah. So just real quickly, just take your time, or may take my time to see it. Right.
yeah, I really didn't think it was kind of worth the hype.
Okay. So I'll just put in the back burner, get some of those other A24 horror movies, and if it I'll watch it if I'm just bored.
Mm-hmm.
So are you not entertained? That's the line from Gladiator. So are you not entertained? And Wolfman says, are you all talking about man seeing it today finally? Well, hopefully, I know you like A24, so hopefully you enjoyed it a lot more than I did. I still liked it because, again, shot beautifully, well acted. It's just that second half really put me off in a bad way. See here. And yes, Mud, there is a Bob's Burgers movie coming out this Thursday.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
absolutely freaking lootly. And J Man, what's going on, my friend? I'm getting a little ahead. We are going to be talking about these two movies, but that's okay. I love the energy. Army of the Dead and 28 Weeks Later were fantastic.
And both zombie movies. Zombie
Oh yeah.
slash virus movies, I guess.
Yeah,
I feel,
I would consider that.
yeah, but same vein.
And then Cup of Joe says, nothing could be more inappropriate than Cuties. I've never heard of that movie.
Cuties.
That's a new
No.
one. And then yes, South Park was also a musical as well.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, it does have a lot of musical numbers too, but it's freaking hilarious. And
I
then,
do like when the shows have musical numbers. Like no matter what show it
well,
is.
it's just yeah, because even the Psych episode that was a musical, I loved it. So, what's up, Chase Movie Reviews? Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning. So, was that it for the 70s?
Yes.
So, hell yeah. Okay, so let is moving on to the 80s, and I do have some 80 movies from 87. Do you have any movies from 82? One. Okay, what is it?
And I'm glad Jason is here because I know he's going to be pumped and probably disappointed because I don't think either of us have seen it. But the
Oh no.
98, I have Visiting Hours.
Oh, really? How in
Yeah.
the hell did I miss that?
It
Shit.
was on my website. I didn't double check, but I'm going to trust it. But Visiting Hours. Jason just did a video about it. I have to watch the movie still. I tried to start it one time, but the quality of it was so terrible. I was like,
It probably could have been a day too, because sometimes we get that.
yeah. So I do want to watch it because
Yeah, I hear
everyone that
nothing
has
but
seen
good
it
things
says
about it.
it's great. Yeah. So
Yeah,
that's
even
all I have.
Chad talks good about it too.
Yes. Chad, Jason, and Lee. I think those are the only ones I've ever really seen talk about it.
Okay, so we'll both add it on to the list, and that is from 1982. I got three movies from 1987, and Fauci. Damn, I cannot believe Fauci's not here because one of them is freaking Blood Rage. I was surprised this came out in May when I did the research, but it came out in May 1st, 1987, and this movie's available on Tubi right now. This movie is a lot of fun. And we'll talk more here in a little bit about it. I just want to get these movies out of the way. Creep Show 2 came out also on May 1st of 1980. I'm sorry, May the 7th. Let me check Yeah, both of them made the 7th. Sorry, the freaking font is the ones in the 7 are confusing. May 7th of 1987. This movie's on Shudder, Tubi, and even Amazon Prime Video, so you can see it on there. And then this next one, this was supposed to be the Require Watch Destiny had me watch, and that is Dolls from 1987, May the 29th. So Destiny, which out of those 3 movies, what do you think about them?
I love all three. I absolutely love Blood Rage. I think that movie is so much fun. A good Thanksgiving slasher, even though like the Thanksgiving doesn't play the biggest part of it, but still Thanksgiving's pretty slim, so but it's a great slasher. It's so much
Mm-hmm.
fun. I love it. Creepshow 2. I grew up watching this movie. The Raft segment is my favorite segment from any Creepshow. Well, the 2 I've seen movies, but it's my all-time favorite segment. I watched this one a lot as a kid, and I never knew what movie it was. I would just remember the segments. So then when I got older, I finally like Googled like Raft scene horror movie, and it popped up. I was like, oh shit, I didn't realize I was watching Creepshow.
And then
But
in Search of Darkness talked about it too.
yeah, and I watched the first Creepshow last year because it was on Shudder, and I thought it was fine. A lot of people like that one way more than Creepshow 2, but I prefer Creepshow 2 mainly because of the raft segment.
Mm-hmm.
The first one was still fun, but I just like the second one more. And then Dolls, I watched, I think, in 2020 for the first time, and I loved it. I thought it was great. And I was actually watching Dead Meat for his, like, what's your favorite scary movie show that he does on his channel.
Mm-hmm.
Today, the wrestler that he had on, her favorite
Oh, do you
horror,
remember her name?
I do not. Polly, maybe? Was it Polly? She has blonde
Molly?
hair. Polly? I don't know.
I'll look at it. I'll know instantly.
But her favorite what she chose was like the Puppet Master franchise, and I didn't realize because James mentions dolls and says like doll. I think the guy that it was Charles Band. Something he did something with the movie. I don't know if he directed or what. I feel like he did, but this was before Full Moon Pictures was like a thing. But it feels like a Full Moon Pictures type movie because it's a bunch of dolls that are alive, which is just a lot of fun. I love it, and it's a good like introductory horror. Like if you want
Yes.
to show like a kid a horror movie, because it's not too scary, but it has to do with like kid toys. But it's just, and it's a lot about like childhood like magic.
Mm-hmm.
It's such like a whimsical, fun sort of movie.
Yes, and I'm glad you suggested Dolls for me too. Real quickly, I know you did a cosplay of Dolls for your
Yeah.
31 Days of Horror last year, and that was actually a top 5 look that you did. Because I just thought it was creative. You recreated the poster. But the movie, I really had a good time with it. Just, of course, it's your classic 80s cheese movie.
Yeah.
Like the characters were way over the top. The little girl, like bless her heart, I know she tried her best, but the acting was not great at times. But kind of like what you said, it's kind of like a child movie, kind of like a kid at heart. I love. I think his name is Ralph. The guy that's with the girl, helps out the little girl. I love the side of the story where even you could be a grown adult and you could be a child at heart too, because that's kind of like how I feel like I'm 32, but I still act like sometimes I'm like freaking 13 or like 8 or 13 and all that. So I kind of like related to Ralph in that movie. So I'm kind of glad they introduced a character like that, and just all the dolls running around and killing people or killing people. It's such a good time.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a great time, a lot of fun. There's some scenes that are actually kind of like spooky, like the scene that the cover, like that scene is pretty, I think, scary. And
Hmm.
they had the poster, and they had to like figure out how to work that scene into the movie because I don't think it was going to be in the movie originally with the eyes. And they're like, it's on the poster. You have to show this scene because like, what
Right.
the fuck is that? And the way they did it in the movie, it's pretty spooky
Oh
compared to
yeah.
like the rest of the movie.
Oh yeah, and I just you can't mention dolls without mentioning the damn bear. The bear coming out of the forest, turning into like a little werebear or something.
Yeah, it's like huge. Like, what's going on? Yeah, it's a lot of
And
fun.
I've shamefully laughed afterwards because the bear turned around and the girl goes, "Teddy," and the bear goes, "Roar," with all the blood dripping and all that. I just laughed. I'm like, oh my gosh, I just can't take this a little seriously. But it's fun. And I just could tell this movie's all about that. If you treat it seriously, you're not gonna have a good time with it. But so I'm glad you gave me Dolls to watch. I gave it just a 3 out of 5. So let's see here. Yeah, and I agree with Mud Nelson too. Blood Rage rules. I absolutely agree with that. It is such a good time. Again, another cheesy movie as well. This ain't cranberry sauce. Like it's just, and plus it's just it tells a little bit of an interesting story as well. So it got me intrigued to see where all it goes at the end of it. Uh, Ending was okay for me, but at the end of the day, I just go you watch it for the kills and all that, and all the kills were entertaining.
Yeah, the kills are great. The guy that gets like decapitated and his head is hanging there,
Mhm.
he did the kills. Like he was the SFX artist.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so when his head is like hanging there when she opens the door, he's the one that did like the kills.
Oh, damn. Hell yeah. Like, I love when the special effects artist gets, like, involved and, like, not just, like, making the effect, but also get involved in the movie as well, like, to
Yeah,
actually do them, so
pretty cool. And I think he did. I believe he did Sleepaway Camp. I
Oh,
think
did
he did the effects for Sleepaway Camp.
you know what? That actually kinda makes sense because they do have similar style of effects, with the kills. So I think that actually is right. That sounds right.
I think. I think his name is like Edward French or something like that.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, I heard that name too with Sleepaway Camp, so
he's talented. He's
oh,
talented.
super talented. Let's see. It's the bunny on the new episode of Dead Meat.
Yes, thank
Yeah,
you.
forget the bunny. She's the AEW wrestler.
Oh,
Yeah, so that's awesome. Like, I could actually see her pick Puppet Master or Dolls to be her favorite horror movie because that's the
yeah,
type of person she is.
yeah, it was really cool because they talked about not just like the first movie, they talked about like a lot of the movies. So,
Hmm.
really good episode. I liked it a lot.
Hell yeah. Did you have anything else from '87 before we jump into the '90s?
Yes, I have two more, which again I have not seen. One of them is A Return to Salem's Lot, which I haven't even seen Salem's Lot, but I thought that was interesting. And then another one I want to watch because I've heard nothing but great things is The Gate. Um,
Okay.
I want to watch it. I haven't. I've seen some stuff for the movie, and like Katie May has like the tattoo of like the font that says like the gate and stuff like for the poster. So she
Oh
loves
yeah.
this movie. So I'm like, dang, I really want to check this out. I think it might be on Tubi, I believe. I know it's streaming somewhere because I see it, so I want to watch it because I've heard just great things. So, and it's an
Uh,
'80s movie. So whenever I hear about like an '80s movie I haven't seen, I'm like,
yeah, you
okay,
gotta watch it
I
because
gotta watch
'80s
it.
is like pretty much the king of the horror. Like, even though I think the 2010s did an amazing job as well, but it's just something about the '80s and the
Mm-hmm.
cheesiness and just learning just everything being new and fresh. That's just an era you can't top.
I agree. I love '80s horror. It's my favorite.
Oh, there's your confirmation right here. Gory Tiger says the gate is awesome.
Perfect. Gotta
So
watch it.
awesome. Did you have? Oh yeah. So we ready to jump into the '90s?
Yes.
All right. Don't have too much in the '90s. I haven't seen any of these movies, but I just want to give their dues as well. We got Scanners 3, The Takeover, came out on May the 14th of 1992. That is on Tubi if you are interested. And then we got Alien 3, May the 22nd of 1992, 6.4, and that is actually also on on Tubi. And I've only seen the first two Alien movies. I have not seen anything else, but I'm interested to dig into this franchise. And Destiny, I know you're in the same boat. You've seen the Alien and Aliens. Any interest like diving further into the franchise?
Not right now.
Not right now, and
No.
that's fair because I heard they just go downhill from there.
Even like the first two, I don't know. Maybe I just need to rewatch them. But I was just like, oh, okay, okay,
Hmm.
you know. It's just one of those movies that it's talked about a lot, like as being one of the greats. And then I watched it and I was like, I don't know what I was expecting, but I felt like a little bit let down by both of them. And maybe it's because I knew the key scenes of the movie, and then the rest of it, I was just like waiting for those scenes to happen in the movie. So
Hmm.
I don't know, but I don't really like alien movies that much, and I don't like space movies, so like they're never really going to probably be like my thing.
Right. And I can understand that too. And plus, like again, I hear that they just the quality goes down from there. So that's why I'm always hesitant. Like, why ruin a good thing when you already have one and two? So, Mud Nelson also says the gate is definitely rules as well. And we also did our job destiny. Didn't even know there was a Scanners 3 from Mud and from Gory Tiger. So there you go. We did our job. Scanners
Whew.
3. So you could go watch it on Tubi if you're interested.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of the Scanners movies, so
Yeah, me neither. I need to watch the first one just because it has the epic like head explosion
yeah.
scene.
Which I have the DVD for the first one. I just need to watch it.
Oh, there you go. So anytime your head's about to explode, just put on that movie and it'll do it for you.
Give it a watch.
So you got anything else from the 90s like 92, 97? Because I
I
didn't find anything for 97.
I have one more for '92, which I have not seen, but it's Waxwork 2, Lost in Time. I still need to see the first Waxwork. I don't know if it's still on Tubi, but it was for the longest time. And it has the lead from Gremlins in it.
The guy or the girl?
The guy,
Oh,
Zach.
okay.
Zach. Yep.
For some
Yep.
reason, I want to say Zach Austin, but I'm pretty sure that was that guy from that Disney show or something.
Yep. Not that.
Yeah,
It's
not that
Matt
one,
Galligans
but
or something like that. But I believe that's his name. He's in the first one. I haven't really heard much about what the movies are about, but I want to check them out at some point.
I'm going to
That's all I have.
assume it's about wax.
I think it's like a museum and like the stuff comes to life or something, but like not Night of the Museum or whatever the fuck that movie was.
Yeah, Night in the Museum, or it's kind of like Night in the Museum and House of Wax, probably combined in
Yeah,
one.
and like
That's what it sounds like that
horror.
movie's about.
Yeah. So, I mean, it sounds interesting from the title,
Hmm.
but that's it.
Oh, and Mega Movie C's clarified what we kind of were worried about. Yeah, all you need to see is the first two aliens. The rest suck. So there you go.
Job done.
Yeah, so there you go. You can move on to the next big deal. And I do not have anything from 2002. Do you?
I only have one,
Okay.
and it's called The Eyes or The Eye, which I have not seen, but I've
That's the
seen.
Jessica Alba movie, isn't it?
That's the remake. This is the
Oh, okay.
original. Say, I've only seen the remake with Jessica Alba, which whenever I watched it, I didn't know it was like a remake. It's the same thing. Like I would watch Shudder all the time, Shutter, not like
Hmm.
Shudder, but I would watch that movie all the time without knowing it was like an American remake. So this is like the original movie. Haven't seen it. I remember some of that remake surprisingly because I was so young, but she gets the eyes, and the eyes were like they could see ghosts and whatever, and she was like a cello player or whatever. So
Hmm.
I want to check out the original at some point because usually the originals are better.
Yeah, and I didn't know there was original. I thought the Eye with Jessica Alba was the original. So hey, learn something new every day. So hell yeah, that's awesome.
There you go.
And plus, it's just Jessica Alba, so why? But like she sorry, you can already tell my thoughts on Jessica Alba. I absolutely love her. But so I got three movies from 2007. The J Man mentioned one from earlier, and this is the one I had you watch. Just because I haven't dove into these movies yet, but I want to. But I just wanted to get your thoughts on them before I do. and that one I suggested for you was 28 Weeks Later. Came out in 2007 on May the 11th. Both movies, I believe, are on HBO Max. So if you want to see 28 Days first, you can. But this one's definitely on HBO Max. And then the next one I have is Creep Show 3. They came out on May 15th of 2007. And then the last one, this is going to be a hard place to try to find this movie, but I think Voodoo's the main one you can find it. Like to buy, I believe. It's Drive Through that came out in 2007 on May the 29th. So, Destiny, your thoughts on the movie I had you watch and then the other two movies?
I really enjoyed 28 Weeks Later, so I ended up watching 28 Days and Weeks. I watched Weeks first just because I had to watch that one for this.
Mm-hmm.
And 28 Days is the one I had to turn off and finish this morning. But I really enjoyed both of them. I preferred Days over Weeks, but the way Weeks starts is great. Some stuff there. Wait, have you seen this movie?
I've not seen either movie, but they're high on my watch list because I hear very good things about them.
So you didn't know Jeremy Renner was in this fucking movie?
I'll be honest with you. That I hate to say it, I kind of knew that one. I
Because
just
as soon as
forgot.
I
I
saw his
forgot. I forgot to warn. I forgot to warn you. I'm sorry.
as soon as I saw his face, I was like, "This is why Brett wanted me to watch this, huh?"
No, I promise. That's not why I wanted you to watch it. I just forgot he was in it. I bet. Yeah, you're like fuck, Brett. Fuck.
I had no idea he was in it until I saw his face, and I said, "What?"
But it's okay. There's a movie in June that also has Jeremy Renner in it. So,
Is it that fucking Hedel and Gronsel or whatever?
Dahmer.
What did I say? Hedel and Gronsel.
Hans-
Gretel and Hansel.
Hansel and Gretel.
Hansel and Gretel. What the?
Oh my gosh.
Anyways,
But it's the Dahmer movie.
Dahmer movie, cool.
Yeah. I will not let. I will not pick that movie for you. So you're in the clear. So
yeah, I saw him. And I was like,
there's a bigger movie you need to tackle. But again, I'll address all that stuff at the end of the show. But yeah, back to the 28 Weeks Later.
it also has the mom from Insidious. She's in this too. And she's also in Bridesmaids, and I really like her in the movies I've seen her in.
Oh,
so,
Rose Byrne's in it?
Yeah, so it was cool to see
Oh,
her.
I love her.
I was happy to see her in another horror movie, so I was like, oh, that's cool. And then one of the sister in the movie, I forget what she was in, but she was in like the Fright Night remake. I don't remember who she plays or anything, but I recognized her. So like I recognized a few people in this one. So I was like, okay. And actually, well, I can't say anything because it's a spoiler, but I did like Jeremy Renner in the movie. I did like him in the movie. He was kind of lovable, and I was like, damn it. But 28 Days Later has Cillian Murphy. So like that right there alone is a bonus.
Oh, made the movie for you.
Yeah. Also, he's like butt ass naked in the movie, which I was not expecting. I was like,
I bet it made you happy, Fo.
whoa. Well, he like wakes up and he's naked. Like full naked. And
hey, us guys like to sleep naked sometimes too.
He was in the hospital, but I don't know why.
That's weird.
I don't know why he was naked, but he was butt ass naked, and I am definitely positive that was actually him. I don't think it was his body double or anything. You see his face. And I was like, he just has his dick out. What the hell? Like that's the way the movie opens. I was like, he's fully naked right now. All right, but the movie.
Cillian Murphy shoots to the top of your guide list.
Not at the top, but he's in like right now like top 5.
God.
Yeah.
There you go. But trying to think. Oh yeah, question real quick because I want to dive in both of those. Does it matter which movie you watch first? Do you have to watch Days first, or you have to, or does it not matter?
I don't think it matters because like if you already know that this is just like basically a zombie movie, that's all you need to know. Like. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess you kind of learn about like what starts it in the first one a little bit, but you can probably put it together. You might not understand like where it actually like came from, like what started it, but it's a zombie movie, so.
Okay.
And there's
So,
I think there's more action in weeks than days.
yeah, I would kind of think so, just because like probably because the audience is like more action. So that's probably why they did it that way. But just for me, if you tell a damn good story, I don't really need the action part of it much. And that's going to be actually my last question for you, because that's the popular topic when it comes to zombies. Are you a fast zombie person, or are you a slow zombie person?
Fast.
Same.
Yeah.
Because to me, that's more scarier of what can actually chase you and hunt you down.
Yeah, like even though like slow zombies, like they're always coming for you, you know, like that's pretty scary too, I guess. But no, if they're fucking, because like in these they transform fast too. It's like Train to Busan. It's like seconds, and then they're like, and it's
Ooh.
similar to where it's like it just takes like a few seconds, and then they're becoming a zombie. So it's like it's fast, you know. So I
Okay.
like it when they run. I think that's pretty. That's just scary because
Mhm,
that's more like you have to run for your life because they're after you.
yeah, and
You
I'm
run
out
away
of
from the
shape,
slow
so I
zone.
would be dead.
Yeah, that would suck. And like if it's like really hot outside too, I
Yeah,
might just
like,
lay down.
yeah, it's like, just take me now, and then, of course, zombie land, rule number 1, cardio.
Yeah, you have to have it.
Yeah, for sure. So, I'm glad you had a good time with it. If you would have to quickly rate, 28 day or 28 weeks later, what would you rate that?
I gave that one a 3.5 out of 5.
Okay, awesome. So that's a passing score, so I'm looking forward to diving into that movie.
Yeah,
Then let me address these comments. Then I'll ask you about Creep Show 3 and Drive Through, because I haven't seen any of those three movies, so I don't have much to say about those. But Daner says zombies aren't scary. How about this, Daner? How about a giraffe zombie? Is that scary? And then Chris Snyder says, yeah, neither are giraffes. Yeah, giraffes aren't scary. They're lovable animals. Ask
yeah.
Bruno.
But
Or
you know,
Burrow.
scary dinosaur or not dinosaurs. What the fuck? I was
Hey,
gonna say.
dinosaurs are fucking scary too, so.
I was gonna say horses. I don't know why it said dinosaurs.
Hey, horses are scary too. Like, I know some of them are gentle creatures, but no, ride a I would not ride a horse. You can't
Bullshit,
pay me.
gentle. Gentle my ass.
Well, probably you offended it.
No, what the fuck? I did not. I I got bucked off one, and then I was like, you know what? Let me give him another chance. And there was a different horse, and then it fucking tried taking off while I was on it, and like I almost fell off, and my uncle caught me. Like he was holding on to me to put me on, and it ran, and so like he was holding me, and I was like, no, fuck y'all, fuck
that
these
that
horses.
that must be
That
that had to be the indicator. The horse is like, no, there's something wrong with this girl. Give me the.
they don't like me, and that's fine because I do not like them.
Hey, so there you go. Y'all go your own separate ways. So,
Yeah,
Da, da, oh, here we go. Mud says slow zombies would be too easy to survive. Would actually kind of be a fun time. Fast is scarier. Yeah, but I would say eventually, like a little defense with the slow zombies, like you can't. They'll eventually come after you. They'll eventually, like, if you're like not treating them seriously, they could come out of nowhere. Even like The Walking Dead has taught me, don't underestimate slow zombies. They could just literally pop out of nowhere.
yeah. I don't know. Fast zombies.
And then zombies got crazy breakdance move. Yeah, I don't know why that's a thing. Like, that's actually a good thought.
I mean, in Thriller, they're all dancing, the zombies.
Well, yeah, everybody dances to Michael Jackson.
Good song. Um,
Yeah. Let's see.
I don't know. It is funny to see zombies dance.
Like,
Yeah, or
yeah.
like in Bob's Burgers, whenever there's like the zombies and stuff. Have you seen any of those episodes?
I'm trying. Like, I think I've only got through 2 seasons. So I can't remember what season that is.
Well, in the second episode of the whole series, whenever it's the crawl space episode, wherever Linda's parents come to visit,
Oh
and
yeah, of
that's
course.
when Tina says like she has these like nightmares because Bob showed her Night of the Living Dead when she was 8 years old,
Yes. Okay, I
and
remember
then
now.
she's like, I think my like brain is like mixing it with like my like sexual part, and that's why like she's like kind of into zombies. Yeah,
Oh, I remember that. That's funny. Tina's such a damn good character.
she is. I love her.
Let's see. Uh, da, da, da. So- Yeah, Bud says, I do not fuck with horses, high key.
Absolutely not.
And Chris
Yeah.
said, Snyder says, why horses are fine. Shut your mouth, sir. Oh, he's talking to Danner. Yeah, fuck white horses. They serve a pretentious symbolism in trashy movies. No, they don't, Danner.
Whatever, dinner. That's the only horse I don't care about. All
Because
right.
they explained the white horse in the first opening thing they show on screen.
Yeah, dinner.
It's
You
like,
just don't get
God.
it.
Golly. But what do you we talked about 28 weeks later. So what about Drive Through and Creep Show 3? Because I know you mentioned Creep Show 2 earlier.
I haven't seen them.
You haven't seen, yeah, but I remember you told me about Drive Through of how great. Were you the one that told me something about Drive Through, or was that somebody else? I'm getting my people mixed up.
I may have mentioned it before, but I've never.
Oh, never
I don't
seen
know
it.
anything about it.
There you go. So there we go. Do you have anything else from 2007?
Nope.
All right, so we're going to go into 2012, and I only found one movie, and that is the Mother's Day remake. It came out 2012, May the 4th, and if you're interested in it, is on Tubi. And I've seen this movie before. It was a really good time. Just to me, it's okay. Like the gore, like the bloody effects were really strong in this movie too. And then the mother in this movie, very talented actress. I am blanking on the woman's name. That's she's blonde. I'm blanking on her name, but she's a great actress as well. They were really good, but that's all I can say about it. I kind of gave it like a 3.5 or something like that. Just if you just love blood candy and just a crazy house invasion movie, this movie you will really enjoy.
Yeah, I haven't seen it, but it's interesting you say that about the gore because Darren Lombausman, he directed it.
Yes,
He did
that's it.
Cycle and then some of the Saw movies, so it doesn't surprise me like that. The gore is pretty good. Have you seen the original Mother's Day?
No, I have not. I see this remake first, and then when I learned about the original movie, because again, I think actually, yeah, it was Chris Jericho that talked about it on the In Search of Darkness 2, because he actually really likes that movie. I was just see how much they're different. So yeah, keep that in mind. The original and the remake, two totally different movies.
I like the original one. It was they showed it on the last drive-in last
Oh,
season.
did they?
Yeah,
Hell yeah.
with
I'm gonna have to
Eli
watch
Roth.
it then.
They had Eli Roth as a special guest, and he chose Mother's Day as one of his movies. But
Oh,
that's good. That's a good movie. I do want to watch the remake. I just haven't gotten around to it yet.
got around to it. Yeah. I would say for you, it's definitely worth a watch because again, you like the special effects and all that. That's a movie for you.
Yeah, and I do want to see how it compares to the original. And like the way I don't know, because there's like more than one person, I guess, in the original. But I don't know if that's how it is for the remake as well. So
Hmm. Yeah.
interesting. I'll watch.
Yeah. It's kind of like with the remake. It's like they were having like some kind of like house event, in a house, and then that's when they come in and all hell breaks loose.
Yeah, no, that's not like anything like the
Yeah, I
original.
know. So it's kind of crazy. Is I will almost in a kind of a way kind of call it a reboot more than a remake.
That's how like April Fool's Day was in a way.
Hmm. Yeah,
It
and when you told
was
me that, I'm like, no, I can't watch it then.
it was not good.
Yeah, because I'll watch it for Scout Taylor content, but I will not support anything else about it
It
because
was
I love the original.
I love the original. The original is fun. But like don't get me wrong, the way they do it was kind of cool. Like the
Hmm.
last 15 minutes maybe were cool, but like the rest of it sucked. It
For
was
the
like an
remake.
hour, yeah.
Hmm.
So it's like, and you still have to watch like an hour and like 20 minutes, and that part just wasn't good. But then the end was good. But like the original April Fool's Day, all of it's good. Like all of it's fun. All of it's like, what's going
Mm-hmm.
on? So I don't know. Yeah, don't jump to watch it.
Yeah, and I when I met Amy Steele, I actually talked to her more about April Fool's Day than I did within Friday the 13th Part 2. Because I was like, she gets asked Friday the 13th Part 2 a lot. So I'm just going to go different with her. And I asked her about April Fool's Day. And she told me
Yeah,
about how they gave her a nice room in Vancouver right before they shot and all that. She was actually really excited to talk about it. And then, of course, you know me, I had her sign Friday the 13th Part 2.
I'm sorry.
But sorry, I have to. You're my favorite, one of my favorite final girls. And she's
Yeah,
like, yeah, you know. But
I really want to I want to buy April Fool's Day just because like I've only seen it once. I want to watch it again just because it was just such a good time, and it was just it's different. It's different than a lot of the other slashers. Unfortunately, like I knew going in, like the reveal, but it was still
hmm
cool to try to piece it together myself. Like even though I knew it was coming, I was still trying to figure out like how. So,
right. And
but it's a good movie. It's a lot of fun.
yeah, and real quickly too, have you ever seen Eli Roth's The History of Horror?
No, I need to.
They're all on First off, they're all on Shutter,
Yeah.
and they just came out with season 3, and they do an episode called Holiday Horror.
Uh huh.
April Fool's Day gets talked about.
Okay.
So and that's been my favorite episode of season 3 was the holiday horror episode.
Eli Roth just gives me like weird vibes, like
He's
his
a different
movies.
cat.
His movies give me really. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about them. Like even though like I like Cabin Fever, it's just some of the stuff he does and the way he kind of treats like women in his movies
Mm-hmm.
is like I don't know. It's like if it's just like one movie that would be different, but when it's like more than one movie, to where it feels like you're being mean to like specifically like the woman characters in like a sexual way, I don't really like that because that just feels kind of gross to me.
Right.
But like when he was on the last drive-in, he's really knowledgeable. He knows his shit, and so like I like that part, but it gives me like mixed vibes about him because like I like when he's talking. I don't like how he portrays women, I guess, in
Mm-hmm.
most of his movies. So I don't know. I'm
Yeah, I
iffy.
understand that, and I agree with you. He's very knowledgeable, and that's what I do like about him. But yeah, some of his movies kind of put me off, like The Green Inferno. I'm like, what kind of guy thinks of this shit? Like, or like even though he does a damn good job of it, but like at the same time, it's like this is a different cat. But
Yeah, this is definitely interesting, but I don't know.
oh,
I'll
all
watch it
right,
too. I started Cursed Films, so
which films?
Cursed Films,
First films.
Cursed
Oh,
Films.
Curse. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That show. Yeah, that is a fun series. Season 2 gets the second half of season 2 is were just okay for me. Even though I think you will find them very interesting. But definitely watch the first season of Curse Films.
Yep, I watched the first two. I need to finish the second two that are on there.
Yeah. Wait till you get to the Crow episode.
That's like I'm like,
I know, but it's such a good episode, Fo. Guys, y'all need to quit talking about the white horse in the chat. It's over.
move
It
on.
is. Move on. It's in the movie. But Chris Snyder says one of my least favorite movies of all time is April Fool's Day 2008. I love that movie. Love the original.
And like it just looks bad. It looks so cheap. It just looks incredibly made for TV. Like it looks like a fucking soap opera movie set. Or like
hmm
TV show set, like it reminds me of like Days of Our Lives. Even the way they fucking look. I'm just like, what am I watching? How what why does this look like it was made for $2?
Yeah, it
I don't
does
know.
have that kind of quality to it. Like,
It looks so
like even just from the poster, it looks that way.
yeah, and it's like you're looking at Scott Taylor Compton because this is, around the Halloween and Halloween 2 era, and it's cool to see her because like she does look, like she looks how she looks at one of the Halloween movie premieres.
hmm
So she like it's cool to see her in that. She was easily like the best part of the movie, but I don't know. It's just not. I was like skipping
Yeah,
like
it's
10
just
seconds.
and I feel bad about it too because I absolutely love her. Like we both met her and she's got that easily bubbly personality, but she absolutely loves her fans. And every time I look at her banner, I always see April Fool's Day on there. I'm like, why do you have that on there? Just make it full on
That was
Halloween.
the
But like,
best.
yeah,
But
but like but I'll watch it just for her, but just so I, support her. But other than that, I'm not looking forward to it.
no.
What's up, Flopbuster? Not sure if it's Tony, Gabe, or Victoria. I don't know who runs it, but either three of you, welcome. The Cursed Films is a great show. I need to catch up. Definitely, you do.
Yep, I watched the Exorcist one, and I watched the Poltergeist one.
Oh, both of the Exorcist one is probably my all-time favorite one.
Yeah, even though I feel like it was nothing that I hadn't heard before. Same thing
Hmm.
with Poltergeist. It was nothing I really hadn't heard before, and I was like, okay, still cool,
But it's
still
cool to
cool.
see like Linda Blair's perspective on how she was treated.
You know, and it
Um,
does. And then I still don't think that gives her a right to like be mean to her fans. You know,
no, and I agree with that.
but after like I guess hearing more of her story or like her side a little bit, I can see why she doesn't really like talking about the movie. But like, if you're going to a horror convention and you're in one of the biggest horror movies of all time, it's going to be talked about.
Mm,
You know
of
what I
course.
mean? So like, I don't think she should be like rude to her fans because they want to talk about The Exorcist. Um, but I understand why she doesn't want to talk about it. You know.
Mhm.
So if I ever met her, I probably wouldn't talk about The Exorcist because like
Yeah.
I don't want her to be fucking mean to me. I'll talk about Hell Night.
Yeah, hell yeah, and it's I actually glad you kind of brought it up, like, cause like you kind of get sick and tired of it, cause that's for Talk Scary to Me with Daniel Harris and Scout Taylor Compton. That's kind of like their whole approach. Is because they're so tired of talking about the horror genre because they get asked about it all the time. So that's why they talk about sex and true crime, and that's why everybody listens to them. Plus, they're just so great too. I always listen to them every Tuesday. So
Yeah.
if you've not seen talk or listened, not see, well, you can actually watch them if you're a Patreon. But if you listen to them every Tuesday, Talk Scary to Me, very great podcast.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Especially the last one they did with Howie Mandel and his daughter. That was absolutely hilarious.
Howie Mandel.
Oh yeah. Oh Howie. Sorry, checking the chat real quick. And yeah, anything else from 2012?
Oh yeah, I had three.
Okay, go
Um,
right ahead.
and again, this is on the website that I use. So I have Piranha 3 Double D. So like the second one after the
Okay.
remake.
I have that for June, but again, like there's different movie premieres, so there's not really a wrong answer because
Yeah.
each website is right. Because I check like 5 websites when I do this, and they provide something different. But there's like Sundance festivals, there's early
Yeah.
premieres, so there's not a wrong answer. We just do the best we can. So
Yeah. That movie is not good. Um,
no, it's not.
I also have the Chernobyl Diaries, which I haven't watched, but I've heard great things about it. Um, and then I also had American Mary.
Ooh, okay. And I do love me some Catherine Isabel.
Yeah, that movie's really good, but gross. That movie's gross.
Very gross.
I don't like the skin stuff, and that movie's very gross, but it's also, I really like that movie. So, yeah,
Hell yeah.
that was it, though.
All right, so that's 2012. I got one movie in 2017, and we could pretty much skip this because it's Alien Covenant, 2017 on May the 19th. I'll just save everybody the trouble. I did not like this movie at all. Just was not a fan of it. Back to our earlier conversation with Alien 3, everything after Aliens is downhill from there, and that is no exception. Just not good at all. So there you go. If you're an Alien fan, more to you. Happy anniversary to Alien Covenant that turns 5.
Haven't seen it.
Yeah, I'll you could skip it, but and Chris Snyder says I have a blast with Piranha movies. So the first one, the 3D one, that was fun.
The second
Even
one,
though there
though,
was second one, I only watched it for 15 minutes and I turned it off.
yeah, and like, are you fucking kidding me? The cow farts out a piranha egg,
Oh, I know, to start the movie. Oh my god.
and Gary Busey's in it.
Yeah, and I can't
I
treat
was
him
watching it
seriously.
at like fucking 9 a.m. in the morning. I was like, what am I doing? Why? Why am
Like
I doing
I
this
could
to
be
myself?
sleeping right now.
Literally, or watching literally anything else. And I was watching it. I was like, I'm gonna fucking finish it because I've already started. But I did
The
not like
Gorge
that.
Tiger. What?
Yeah,
We can't make
that's
this
the
up.
beginning of the movie. It
Uh,
is weird as fuck. I like the
Weird is
idea
an
for it though.
understatement.
The idea for it was really cool. How it's set in a water park, like that's awesome. But then again, there is so much just boobs everywhere. Very much like so, like in the Piranha 3D, I can understand why there's boobs everywhere because it's spring break. Like even though like there's a bunch of naked girls everywhere, it's spring break.
Mm-hmm.
That's not, sometimes girls do that during spring break. Go
Right.
crazy. But then in this one, it's just like they're at a water park and there's a whole area where they swim naked, but this is a water park and there's kids like in this other area. I'm like, I can't, that would not fucking happen. I don't care who owns this place, that would not happen because everyone would be getting fucking charges, you know? You
And
can't
the
do
little
that.
kid and the little bit kid boy going, "Mommy, what are those flotation devices? Don't look
I'm
at them."
pretty sure the
Like,
kids even see like I'm pretty sure a kid does see like the naked, like everyone naked. Like that would not happen. But
no.
yeah, I don't like that movie. I like the first one. I don't like Double D.
Yeah, I don't either. So I just enjoyed the regular Piranha 3D, and I got the original saved on my Shutter. Get that's on Shutter right now too, and I've been meaning to watch that too.
I like the original one too. The original one's pretty good.
Okay, good. That's good to hear. Chris Snyder, David Hasselhoff's in it too.
Yes,
Uh,
and there's a part with him in it, and it's so fucking annoying because you're like, he's just like standing. I think he's like, it's because I guess it's from like Baywatch or whatever the fuck he was in.
yeah, Baywatch.
And so it's kind of like doing something like that, but I was just like, it's not funny. Like, I'm over it.
So, yeah. So, old David Hasselhoff. Gary Busey could eat a tree. That's what Denner says. And then Robbie Sobel, what's going on, Robbie? Robbie actually made it just in time with the next movie we're getting ready to talk about, because it's one of his favorites from 2001. But Robbie says the kids should have been kicked out so the girls could get naked. That only seems fair.
Or like do times. I don't think you should kick the kids out because you want naked girls. That should be like a dart thing, like
Hmm.
because like water parks don't stay open till fucking midnight. So from 10 to 12, party on. And this
Yeah,
is see
hell, have
this is
Neon Night.
the movie where the fucking when they're having sex and she has the piranha up her vagina and it swims down and bites the guy's dick off. This is that movie.
You want to say that again?
Do I need to?
No, please no. Like
And the
that.
guy
That's
that gets
bad.
his dick bitten off is the guy from Trick or Treat. The
No.
one that he's like the one that the girl with all the pumpkins likes.
Oh yeah. Oh
That's the
my.
guy. And I was like, what are you doing?
Like, come
What
on,
are you
dude.
doing? But yeah,
Oh man.
it's something.
Yeah, I was like, I got no words for that movie. Pretty much, you just, even though Chris Iris says that's the best part of the movie. Chris, more to you. That's all I gotta say. More to you, right there. There you go. I'll let you have. Yeah, and Dana got my comment. It's just like from 10 to 12, have a neon night with the girls. Naked neon nights. Sounds fun. Count me out. Oh, damn,
Count me
Danner.
out.
Damn, I thought I had you there. You got me there for a second. Brad, what's going on, dude? What the fuck kind of show is this? This is just a show where we celebrate horror movies and piranhas come out of vaginas biting dicks off. So, welcome to the party, pal.
Yeah. I mean, I wish that wasn't a real thing, but it
Well,
is.
so let's see here. Did you find anything else from 2017?
I have one more, and the movie's called Dead Awake, which I have seen, and I remember almost nothing about. I think it had to do with sleep paralysis and like maybe a twin, and her twin is like in a coma or some shit. Um, Bria Grant is in it, the girl from Halloween 2, one of the friends with the
Yes.
short blonde hair, the one that
Yes.
also got lucky. She's in it, but I don't remember anything about it, but I've seen it.
There you go. Oh, what's up, Robert the Wolfman? How are you doing, bud?
Howdy.
If they had, yeah, again, just your overall thoughts. Piranhas out of vaginas and farting cows. Like, we can't make this shit up, guys. We really can't. Piranha double D. So, happy fucking anniversary to you. Dadgum. But we're now entering the last year we're going to celebrate. That is 2001's, and we got some pretty good ones to talk about here. I think this is why Chris Snyder is here. This is why Robbie Sobel's here. So we're getting ready to entertain some people. And of course for us too, because there's one I know you definitely were ready to talk about as well. But we're going to mention the four first, and we'll go from there. We got Spiral that came out last year on May the 14th of 2021. Uh, hell yeah. And then Robbie Sobel, this one's for you if you're still in the chat. Army of the Dead, that was the big Netflix release last year on May the 21st. And then, Desi, I remember you watching this movie, I think either earlier this year or last year, and that is Seance. Is a Shudder movie that came out on May the 21st of last year. And then lastly, Brad and Chris recently done a Slash It Out episode, one of our biggest epic Slash It Out episodes yet. And that is A Quiet Place Part 2 that was released on May the 28th of 2021. So, Destiny, where in the world out of those four movies do you want to begin?
Let's just go in order.
Okay, let's go Spiral first. Oh, wait, was that a hiccup?
Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say bless you, but I'm like, no, you didn't sneeze. But yes, let's freaking go Spiral first. And okay, Robbie, you're still in the chat. Awesome. We are going to get there, my friend. And Chris Snyder, of course, loves Spiral. Damn right. Danner says he has not seen Spiral. So let's see if we can change Danner's mind. So Destiny, your thoughts on Spiral?
I really enjoyed Spiral a lot. This was my first Saw movie in theater, so that was pretty exciting.
Mine
I
too. So
I'm not the biggest fan of the Saw franchise. I really like the first two a lot. Besides that, maybe even the third one. I would say maybe like the first three a lot, but the rest of them I don't really care for that much. But this one I really enjoyed. I thought it was pretty cool. I thought it had the Saw feeling of it, like with the death scenes and like the way it was like cut and like super fast. So to me, it still felt like a Saw movie, even though it was a different sort of Saw movie. Different, even though like Jigsaw is sort of in a way I feel similar with, but Jigsaw's fucking confusing as hell. That movie was dumb, but I like the third act of Spiral a lot. I liked
yes.
when the Hello Zep kicked in because I didn't know if we were going to hear that in this movie just because it's like a reboot in a way. So I
Mm-hmm.
didn't know if we are going to hear it, but I was so happy when it did. I left the theater dancing. I was excited. I know a
Oh,
lot
to
of
hear
people.
that in the theater with the speakers, I bet, yeah, because
Oh,
like
yeah.
us, our first experience hearing that, yeah, that was epic. Like
It
I had
was
like chill
exciting.
bumps.
And like I feel like that's probably why I like this movie so much, just because it was my first Saw movie in the theaters, and I was really excited to see a Saw movie in the theaters. I know a lot of people did not like this movie. That's fine. I agree. Maybe the reveal was predictable. I figured it out, um, like halfway in the movie, I guess. So
Mm-hmm.
like I knew that was coming, but that for me that didn't take away from the movie or even like the third act or anything. So I enjoyed it a lot. I liked it. Even on
Yeah,
I've only seen it twice now when we did our Spiral watch along. So I've only seen it twice, but even that second time, like I still enjoyed it like as much as I did that first time. So
Yeah, and I'm with you. I saw it once in the theater and once to prepare for a slap it out episode, because of the whole Will Smith slapping Chris Rock thing. We did slap it out versus slap instead of slash it out. We did I Am Legend versus Spiral. So that was the second time I watched it. Actually, no, technically the third time because I watched it when y'all did that watch party of it. But Spiral, it was a fun movie. It's just to me, it felt like a little bit different from like the Saw movies in the past. Just because we're doing a different story and all that, and doesn't fully go into the John Kramer lore of things. Like they mention him in there, but like they didn't dive too deep into it. They just try create their own original story, and I appreciate that. But I thought it was just like the movie is just like it's really good. I gave it a 4 out of 5. I thought the kills were very creative, especially my favorite was the glass kill towards the end where the glass of shards of glass were shooting because
yeah,
that just looks extremely fucking painful. And then it's just of course that last act, like it was predictable. But even though the one thing that they showed at the very very end, that one was kind of like a big holy shit moment for me. And I really enjoyed it. I thought Spiral was a really damn good time. Desi, which one was your favorite kill?
um, I kind of like the one with the fingers. I thought that was pretty cool.
Oh, ouch.
That was probably the most painful one for me to watch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Or
just because
the tongue one was good too.
which one?
The tongue one,
Oh yeah, the beginning one. Yeah,
yeah,
like nope, just kill me. Like
yep.
I'm not gonna do it. And then Chris Snyder has Spiral as his number 4 favorite in the franchise. That's a pretty solid place to put it. I think I have it like 5, I think.
I think it
And
had that.
then Robbie Sobel says, I didn't predict anything with Spiral. I was surprised. I'm terrible with predictions, so I never guess anything right. Robbie, I am right there with you, but Spiral was the closest for me. I almost figured it out. I was still a little pissed with myself. Yeah, it makes sense now, but like, yeah, so I'm right there with you, Robbie.
Danner, this is a spoiler warning for
No,
you.
it's okay because Tanner watched the kill count.
Okay, whatever. Perfect. As soon as they showed the body that is supposed to be the fucking that is what the hot one? What's his name?
Oh, the detective.
Yeah, the one that's working with Chris Rock.
Ah, gosh, Chris Snyder, put it in the chat, please. I
The
can't remember
fucking
his name.
the John Kramer of the movie, whatever. What
Garcia.
what? The guy
What?
that works with Chris Rock.
Yeah.
The
Oh,
bad
thank
guy.
you. There you go.
Yes, him. Whenever they show his body, but you don't see his face at all, and it's just the body. I leaned over to Bailey. I was like, "That detective, he's the killer," and he was because I don't know. It's just stuff like that. It's like you show a body, but you don't show a face.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. So I feel like they should have, I don't know, done something a little bit different with that because that to me, that's where I was like, oh, I figured it out now
Yeah,
because
because
of
you know
that.
your horror movie rules. If you don't see a dead, like, if you don't see the dead body, they're still alive.
Yeah, if you don't see like at least the face,
Mm-hmm.
lie to me. You can't try to fool me. So, but I still like the movie.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the movie as well. And then since we got Robbie in the chat, let's go ahead and pop in real quick of Army of the Dead, that Netflix special. And what really drove me with this movie is the trailer. It's the zombie tiger. Still love and enjoy the zombie tiger. And this movie was a good movie. My main issue with it, it's 2.5 hours long, and it doesn't need to be 2.5 hours long. And I'm not a big like action zombie guy. Like I want when it comes to zombies, I want more of a scary atmosphere. And like with some storytelling. And don't get me wrong, Army of Darkness does have a story told in it with Batista and his daughter. Like that's the kind of story they're telling. But other than that, it's just to me they really could have condensed this movie way down. And this movie actually won some kind of award, beating Spider-Man: No Way Home as the fans' choice for favorite movie of 2021. And I absolutely disagree with that. But what are
I
your
haven't seen it.
thoughts?
I haven't
Oh,
seen
you
it.
haven't seen it? Oh
No,
shit. So yeah, it's at the 2.5 hours
I
because
don't. Yeah.
I'm with you with, like the long movies and all that.
I feel like if you have a long movie, like I don't mind watching long movies. I watch Doctor Sleep, and I want to watch the extended cut, so the fucking longer version. Like I want to watch that, but I already don't like zombie movies. Are not my favorite. I only have a couple that like I genuinely like really like, and I could like rewatch them. But 2.5 hours, come on, man. I don't know.
Mhm.
If it was like Train to Busan and it's 2.5 hours, I'm all for that. I love
Mm.
that movie. But something like this, to where like I kind of get the idea of like how the movie would feel like, and I don't know if I need 2.5 hours of like that. You know?
Yeah, exactly. Like, especially if just that, all it is just action zombie, action zombie. I like, I need more than that.
Yeah, because
And plus, you could tell that the story they were telling, you could tell it in 2 hours.
and like Train to Busan, it is also like really like action packed, but there's also like a lot of heart in it. Like there's a lot of
Hmm.
heartfelt like stories like interweaving and stuff. And so like I like that. Even like 28 days later, even though it's more actiony, or 28 weeks later compared to days, it's more actiony, but there's still like stuff going on with the characters that like I like it because of that, because you kind of understand these characters a little bit. But I think
Hmm.
Train to Busan does it like the
Yeah,
best.
like it's the best zombie movie out there. I absolutely agree with you on that. So I need to watch the Joe Bob episode of that because I know they did that.
Yeah, that was my first time watching it.
Oh
Was
yes.
driving just because I kept pushing it off. I didn't want to cry.
Well, you did, but
I cried so hard I almost threw up while watching it, while watching the segment, or like watching the last drive. And I was like, when it ended, I was like, I don't feel so good, man. Because like my face hurt from like sobbing. And then after that,
mhm,
we watched fucking Spookies. So I felt better because Spookies is just so dumb and fun. So I felt
mhm.
better. I'm glad they paired it the way they did, because that movie was really rough to get through.
It was like even I'll admit I'm not ashamed. Like it teared me up at the end too, just because they told such a damn good story to get there, and the payoff beautiful.
It was awesome.
Probably one of my favorite payoffs in horror movie history with what they were trying to tell with the story.
Yeah.
So let me get some of these comments, and we'll get these last two movies in. Um, I had a comment. We'll get Flopbusters real quick. Going, Chris Rock brings a lot of charm to the spiral. The reveal was weak, but the journey was a fun time. And yeah, if I could have fun with Saw and you just take the blueprint of it and still make it your own, which that's what Spiral did, I had a good time with it. It's just when we're talking about like the some of the other Saw movies, I've kind of enjoyed better, especially with Saw 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And then Mega Movie C says Spiral was meh, but I really liked Army of the Dead. So he is an Army of the Dead guy on that. Chris Snyder says, I really loved Army of the Dead. It's definitely on my list of favorite zombie movie flicks, and I'm picky with that subgenre. And yeah, I'm like the same with Destiny. I'm picky on zombie movies too. Like you have to tell a really damn good story with zombies. And good characters. That's the other thing too. You have to have good characters too. And then this is the comment I've been waiting on right here. Robbie says, in the interest of fairness, it was a bit long, but I loved it so much. It was pure fun from start to finish. I love the hierarchy of zombies with the mix of slow and fast, smarter zombies. And yeah, I'll admit, I did like that, just because it's something we're doing way different in the zombie genre. Because we had like it's either you gotta have slow zombies in a movie or you gotta have fast. This movie, it had both. So I really do I did appreciate that little like twist of being a different zombie movie. So Robbie, good point on that because he absolutely loves this movie. Same thing with Chris. And then let's see here. They're Train to Busan is the only zombie movie to make a grown man cry. Easy.
I feel like if you're not crying at the end of Train to Busan,
Something's wrong with you.
you need to go talk to someone, man. Because if you're not crying, I want to know how.
Or like it, or at least like feel some kind of emotion, you know?
I don't know. I I was like on the floor with that movie. That movie broke me. Just like The Final Girls. Both of those movies just like I'm done. I have to lay down for 7 hours now.
Yeah, we talked about on the live stream we did yesterday. We talked about The Final Girls at one point,
Yeah.
just because it's such a damn like we need to do a watch along for that. Like I know you've done it plenty enough, but I know you love that movie, so we'll have to add it to the list. Oh damn, lost my spot. There we go. Okay, so that is Spiral and Army of the Dead. Let's knock out these last two of Seance. Am I saying that right?
Seance.
Seance. My apologies. And A Quiet Place Part 2. So let's save A Quiet Place 2 for last. So Destiny, tell us about Seance. God, I can't talk today.
Seance.
Yeah, thank you.
It was pretty interesting because I feel like it starts one way and then it ends another. You start with one subgenre and then you kind of switch to a different one. So I thought the way they did that was pretty cool because like the ending of it was kind of surprising because it's not at all what I was expecting going into the movie. It's fun. I like. Well, there's a lot of characters you're not supposed to like, but like the characters you do like I thought they were really great. And the gore was pretty good in it too. So it's a fun like slasher that's like a little bit different.
Okay. Like does it have witches in it since it has that word that I can't pronounce?
Not witches, but like ghosts.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll definitely add it on because I remember you tweeting about it. I'm like, huh, that looks interesting.
Yeah. I
So
watched it. I think that day it got added to Shudder. I was like, "What's this?" And then I just watched it. I was like, "Interesting."
hell
That's cool.
yes. So I'll add it on there, and then you all add it on there too. It's celebrating 1 year. So the main event topic, A Quiet Place Part 2. I know you accidentally voted for A Quiet Place 1, but you actually chose Quiet Place 2. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us why you love A Quiet Place Part 2 better and just your overall thoughts on the movie.
I guess like it's kind of different than how I like because like the original one, it does have action in it, but this one is a lot more action, which it kind of like goes against what I was saying about like zombies in a way. But this one, just because you were already with the characters, I feel like you can already understand like where they're at, and you're already connected to these characters. Again, it has Cillian Murphy in it. That's a bonus for me, and I love him in this movie. This is probably like out of the movies I've seen him in, this is probably like my favorite, just because like I love his character so much in this movie. I love the ending a lot. I think the ending is really nice. It's a good parallel between the two siblings, and I think it's really sweet. So I don't know. This movie is just, and I can see myself like I can rewatch this one more often than I can with the first one. I just think this
Right.
one's a lot more fun.
Yeah, because that from that first one, it had that big emotional scene with Chong.
Is
God,
it?
why can't I? Yeah, Krasinski. Yeah, yeah. So I can understand that one too. And plus, Cillian Murphy's also in A Quiet Place Part 2 as well, and he did a really damn good job in that movie too because he had a lot of pressure on his shoulders for replacing such a character like John. But I felt like he almost did it better.
Yeah, because he's like taking care of this like he's looking after this family that's not his. Like he knew them, but like it's really not his responsibility. You know, like he didn't have to help them, but
Hmm.
he chooses to. Because even though he's like hardened by everything that happened, he's still like a good guy. And you really see like that growth of him like being really tough when they first meet him, and it's like softening up, and by the end he just wants to like help them and keep them alive and keep himself alive too, but still he really steps up to the plate when he did not have to do any of that.
Oh yeah, definitely. And again, that's excellent storytelling with the direction of John Krasinski because he also wrote, not only directed, but he wrote A Quiet Place too. So that just shows the talent he has for developing characters, for making us care, and just like along with their journey. So yeah, hell yeah, I love The Quiet Place too. It's almost impossible to ask me which one I like between the two. I like the emotional side more. That's why I picked the first Quiet Place over Quiet Place 2. But both of these movies are absolutely terrific, especially Quiet Place Part 2.
Yeah.
So I give it a 4.75 out of 5. Very close because there's some little nitpicks at it that the original. That's why I get the original because it's just based on little nitpicks.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, Robbie made a good point here. Thoughts on the Train to Busan US remake? I don't mind a remake, but it'll be hard to top the OG. It's just as good. I think it's an absolute mistake by the us Americans for remake it or trying to remake this film. That is a horrible idea.
Yeah, I don't know. It's bound to happen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
There's
so
always
because we like the
American,
remake.
yeah. So I probably won't watch it.
Yeah, I won't watch it either, so I agree with you on that. And Bud says I had to go outside for a walk after Train to Busan's ending.
Yep. Yep. That's what I'm talking about, man.
So there you go. And then Robbie says, I actually liked A Quiet Place Part 2 more than the original, but it's close. The opening scene was really effective. The opening scene was really effective taking the prequel route. I agree with Destiny with it being fun. The pacing moves easy. Yeah, it does move easy. With That's the other great thing too, because both of those movies could easily be 2 hours, but both movies are an hour and a half.
Yeah, I felt like that second one went by really fast.
Mhm.
Like,
Yes.
just because it's
It
like,
was an hour 40-minute movie too.
go, go, go.
Yeah, so that was really good. And then yeah, thank you, Make a Movie C. So are you all excited for A Quiet Place prequel coming out next year? It's called Day One. Yeah, I'm interested, but I'm kind of confused by it too, because we kind of already did it with A Quiet Place Part 2. So are we gonna like be following the same group of people? Or are we doing a whole different group of people? If we're doing a whole different group of people, that could succeed. But if we're doing the same group of people, then I have little concerns about it.
I would like to honestly see it follow like Killian Murphy if they were doing it. Like, I would like
That
to
could
see it
work.
be his story because we find out some stuff in the second movie what happens to him and his family on day one. And like, that shit would be a tough watch, you know, but like,
Mhm.
I think if we're gonna do that, I would like to see it from his perspective and like his family and how you see his family in the second one at the beginning, how he's off towards the side. I would like to see the roles reversed, focus on him, and you just see our original family just kind of on the sidelines. I think that would be kind of cool.
Yeah, I agree with that. That can actually work, and plus you get a big A-list actor in there too, so that's gonna sell your show as well, especially what he did in A Quiet Place Part 2.
Yeah, hopefully, I would like to see it that route. Besides that, I'll watch it, but I'm just like, what? Okay.
Y Yeah, I was like, "Okay, but please still do A Quiet Place Part 3 with my idea doing it in the snow, and do the sound effect with the snow crunch."
Yeah, that would be really cool.
Yeah, and then also please solve the damn questions of the theories of the bathroom theory, of the sex theory. We gotta know in the Quiet Place world. We need this. We need answers. Damn it!
I think that would be silly.
No, yeah. So I don't really do it, but that was still a fun topic on Sasha when we really got into that. Like,
Maybe if they do that like as like a spoof.
oh my gosh, like if we get those brothers back to do scary movie,
Yeah,
I
that's where
wish.
that would fit in.
Dude, that would be amazing. But Desi, do you have anything else in 2021 that I missed, or did I do decent on that?
I have a movie called The Columnist, which I have not seen, but I've seen the poster for it. I think it's on Shutter, and I've meant to like check it out. And then another one on the website I found, which I'm pretty sure this is true. I have It's Me, Billy.
Oh my! Oh, Dave McCrae, if you're
Right?
Dave McCrae and Bruce, if you're watching this, I'm an idiot. Because that was my favorite. That was my favorite watch of May of last year.
Yeah, I'm
You're so right.
pretty sure that was May because it came out in the summery time. That way,
Hmm.
whenever December came out around, like people will talk about it again. But yeah,
Hmm.
I have,
Yeah,
it's
and again, I am again. If Dave and Bruce actually watch this, I am so sorry. And when we do our June episode, I'm going to make a special segment just for that because, like, with the tile card and like, kind of like what I do, like, for example, this. I'm going to make one because I absolutely it's my favorite fan film of all time because and that we definitely need to talk about that. We'll talk about it right now too, real quick. Absolutely terrific fan film. I think it looks a professionally made movie. And they actually do a proper sequel to Black Christmas. Finally, even though 2006 is fun, 2019 I don't talk about that piece of shit of a movie. Just my opinion. But it's me, Billy. Damn good job.
yes, I agree. It was a lot of fun to watch it. I'm excited to see where they take the story next because we left on a cliffhanger, which at first I was like, what? But then, you obviously can't say there's a cliffhanger at the end because then that could kind of get people guessing as to what it is. But I'm really excited to see where the story goes next. And I can't
Yeah.
wait to watch it again in December.
Yeah, and then I hope they when they do the second one, they offer a double Blu-ray opportunity so I can buy me a copy on Blu-ray.
Yeah, definitely. That would be cool.
Yeah, because
Really
that I
cool.
regret not doing that.
Yeah, that would be really cool to do.
Oh yeah, and I also hope they actually can work it out and to get Olivia Hussey in it.
That would be even cooler.
God, that would be legendary. And I agree with Mud Nelson here. Dave and Bruce killed it. And not only did they kill it, those three girls killed it as well. I loved each of their characters they brought to the movie.
Yeah, they're all a lot of fun. I really liked it. And I really liked, well, I like the death scenes. I thought the death scenes were
Yeah,
pretty
the
great.
devs. They nailed the dev scenes. It's just when I think her character's name is Sam. She finds one of her friends in the rocking chair with the Christmas lights and all that. That is such a beautiful shot, and
Yeah,
that shot alone is what got them nominated to that Canadian award show for fan film.
it looked great. A lot of it looked really great. It
Hmm.
looked awesome. And I loved
Yes.
the music in it too.
Yeah, the music sound effects were just we could talk so many damn nice things about this movie because this like I know like a lot of people say that no Never Hike Alone was the one that busted down the damn door. But I think with It's Me Billy, that was the true fan film that busted out the damn door on how the freaking make a fan film look so professionally shot.
Yeah, it looks freaking great.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. So thank you so much, Destiny, for freaking mentioning that because now I feel ashamed.
Thank the website.
Thank the website. Yeah, thank you, website. Thank you, everything. So, was that the last thing from 2021?
Yes.
Awesome. So, guys, that is what all we freaking conjure up for the May episode. We have a very exciting June lineup. Uh, God, I wish I could talk more about it, but just know it is something you do not want to miss. It'll be a big summer bash episode. There will be a lot of movies to talk about. So it's going to be freaking awesome. So Destiny, just to wrap things up, do you have anything coming up for what you're doing with the Final Ghouls and Fear Freaks?
Fear Freaks. Wednesday we're doing Jurassic World, Jurassic Park 3.
Nice.
Then the Society watch along after that on Match Channel. I'm not sure about the
Yes.
Friends goals yet. We haven't decided a day.
Okay, and guys, I have Final Ghouls and Destiny, all of those links in the description down below. Highly suggest you all subscribe to the Final Ghouls because they're going to make it big and surpass everybody. So if you want to join along with their journey, please be sure to do that. And then for Good Real Hunting, real quickly. See, yeah, as he said, I will be on Match Channel Wednesday to do the Society Watch Party, and Destiny will be our special guest for Watching Till You Drop. And then Thursday, I'm very excited about it. It's a Good Real Life episode where we're bringing on Jess from Discount Final Girls or Discount Final Girl, and we're doing our top 5 A24 horror movies because she is a big A24 fan, and we're very excited not only just to talk about that topic, but just to having her on. I talked to her a little bit behind the scenes, and she is such a very good person. And I'm excited for you all to meet her on Thursday because it's actually her first live stream.
Exciting.
Yeah, so and she's I just know she's going to be great. So that's some of the little stuff we got coming up. And then let me get these last comments real quick. We'll see you later, Gory Tiger. Great show today. Glad to watch. Some good movies for sure. And thank you so much, Robbie, for watching. And then my favorite horror movie of all time has a 40th movie anniversary in June. Now I know which one you're talking about, and we will definitely talk about that thing next month. Oh, am I in trouble? Crap, I'm in trouble. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and lock us out of here. Mud says, "Have a good day. Have a good one, guys." And yes, everyone, thank you so much in the chat. I saw most. We had 13 people watch. Thank you guys so much for that. That is so awesome. We always appreciate your support. So we're going to say hello, or not say hello. We're going to say goodbye because we want you to enjoy the rest of your Sunday, and we will see you for the next one, guys. Where's my there? This.